And there's the mouth vomiting minerals at us, as is the case on all 4 sides of this thing. Then all of those minerals head down this conveyor belt. And then at least for the moment, they just go right off the edge. Oh, and look at this, more faces. It kind of looks like 2 eyes that are doing a whole lot of crying.
Oh yeah, it does look like it's crying right now. Crying! Baby, cry for me! Hello! Poop. Yeah, this is Hydroneer tried to optimize. So I double overloaded it on PC and console. So yeah, this is again from Let's Game It Out. Oh wait, let me just hide this one. And yeah, hope you like this kind of content. Like it, subscribe, and whatever. Join the Discord, don't forget that. And without further ado, here we go. Okay, I hope I did that right.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. We're checking out some more Hydroneer today. And you might be like, sir, haven't you done enough damage to this game after you shoplifted repeatedly?
There's no such thing as enough damage to a game. We need more damage.
And tormented the villagers and sent shopping carts into the sky and blew up so many things. Yeah, you would think we'd be done, but then they released an update letting us know that the game is now on Xbox and PlayStation, which is pretty cool. I'll be doing a little side test on that. But also they said in the process, they did a bunch of optimizations to the PC version. And we'll be the judge of that, won't we? Oh, and also this video is sponsored by Clash of Critters. But more on that in a little bit. For now, let me show you what this game is all about. This is Ember Cradle, one of many dig sites in this game, but it's also my favorite. I just like everything about it. You've got 2 dig sites, you've got a river, and it's also in close proximity to royalty, which doesn't necessarily matter to me, except that this tiny king has an artifact that we're gonna use. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me show you the core loop of this game. First, let me lay out the tools. We, of course, have our handy-dandy shovel, as well as a bucket, and a pan, and a brush. First, we grab the shovel, use it for shoveling stuff right into the bucket, take the contents of that bucket, drop it into the pan, drop the bucket into the river, watch it do a stunt, and then fill with water. Drop the water in the pan, and then take that brush right there and give it a scrubby scrub. Behold, we've made magic. And by that I mean a piece of iron ore. Can be melted into a bar or sold to the jeweler. But I don't think we're considering the third option, which is digging for a long time and filling this bucket full of minerals. And then taking that bucket, walking it away from the dig site and all the way up here to the jeweler, stopping just short and making a mess right here. Ah yes, we've done good today. While the jeweler lady just stares at it in disbelief. Yes, quite the power move. Also, yes, that's what I look like. It's a long story. Anyway, shocking as it may be, the purpose of this playthrough isn't going to be to make money. It's to optimize the process, and by that I mean, can we find new ways to put strain in? But for that, we're going to need to visit the king.
Would you mind fetching me something?
You want me to make you a ring? You want me to make you a ring with all that stuff? I have a better idea. How about instead, you just let me have what I want, or I'm going to feed you this mini nuke. Ah, yes, a wise choice. I'll be taking that, thank you, and I'll be leaving this right here too, as your most trusted advisor. Okay, now we've got this glorious thing called the Dirt Wand. Creates dirt chunks inside dig sites. And I suppose that last part is the real crux of it. Because if we head on over to our dig site, we can indeed just make dirt from nothing. And that's great and all, but it turns out there are limits to this. We can basically keep making dirt up to a point. But once we hit that stopping point, this is as far as it'll go. No matter how hard we try, there's like an invisible wall, which means if we keep trying to build up against it, we end up with something like this, a weird little fortress wall thing, which is kind of exciting if you think about it. It means we can build an entire dome around our dig site. The question, of course, being, what's that gonna look like? Only one way to find out. Only one way! I'm especially excited because it'll be airtight, which means we can keep any kind of critters out. And hey, that reminds me of our sponsor, Clash of Critters. All right, so this one's an easy sell. You've got these creatures called the Tatari, but I like to call them meat shields because we're taking to the field of battle, where they stand there doing what they do best and keeping you from getting overrun by the bad guys. So that's already a satisfying setup. I like tower defense games and cute little critters, and you know what else I love? This screen, where you level up your dudes via like pinballs bouncing all over this Plinko-like board, where crazy crap is happening all over the place and causing all my synapses to fire. Yes, bounce bounce more.
Bounce
And that's how you
more.
level up your dudes and
Bounce
get
on it.
prizes and stuff. And that's
Bounce.
kind of how it goes. Level up your creatures,
Level up.
acquire new ones, get excited for every new creature pull, and
Ooh.
rinse and repeat. And look at this map screen. That's a lot of stages, but don't
That's
get
a lot of
overwhelmed.
stages.
Rounds are quick. If you ramp up the game to 4 speed, after
Yes.
you've positioned all your dudes with your sharp strategic mind, every round takes like a handful of seconds, which means it's
go.
perfect for those few empty moments in your day, like on the train or at the urinal. Look, I'm just
the
trying to say it doesn't feel
urinal.
like a second job, which is nice. Unless your second job
It's true. The most gaming happens while doing a number 2 or a peeing session. That's when you game the most.
is evolving
I
your
can
favorite
confirm.
critter. I like this guy and his shifty eyes, all while drooling, just like me. And also I love
Yay!
this one called Goonbug, because its horn looks like candy corn.
Ah!
I love candy corn. And this
And
game is
only
free on
candy
Android and
corn.
iOS. And more good news, if you use my linky in the description, you'll get a free launch bundle. It gives you this little drooling guy, Frugling, and another random rare Tatari, as well as a cozy nook for your camp, and also 1,000 pinballs. You can also use gift code Hello Tatari for
Hello
more
Tatari.
exclusive stuff, and code Goonbug to get
Goonbug.
that candy corn monster
Oh, shit, I have
directly.
it.
So if this
Hey,
sounds
you have
good
a
to you,
freaking
check
head
out
bob.
that linky in the description. And thanks
Link
again
in-
to Clash of
link in
Critters
his
for
description.
sponsoring.
Support him.
And that
Support
should
this
about
man.
do it. Okay, we did it.
Let's
And
do
did
it.
what, you might ask? Oh, just putting some finishing touches on the roof. You know, after making
Oh,
sure to secure all 4 sides of the building first, in all of its amazing glory. And oh my goodness, we can see so much from up here. And it feels like kind of a long way down. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me give you the grand tour. This is it. It basically looks like this on all sides, making sure, of course, to cut through
Great
the river and
view.
half swallowing these trees, and so on and so forth. And I do so love this wall texture, as it presses so perfectly against the barrier like this. Oh, but that's the outside. I wonder what it looks like inside. So let's take this pickaxe I have lying around, and let's carve our way inside. Or it turns out this tool doesn't work since I'm not on the diggable ground. What if I just shove my face all the way into this and then try? Okay, I guess I'm inside the line where you can do digging. Good
Oh,
to
okay.
know. Oh,
That's good.
Oh, would you look at that? We
Would you
can
look at
carve our
that?
way in here. And it looks so magical. I simply must see
magic
more.
of
And
a
now that I've
cube.
carved myself a perfect little doorway, let's take a closer look inside.
The magic
Behold,
cube.
my terrarium.
My God. It's perfect.
Completely sealed from the outside world, and yet still gloriously lit. But I don't know, I kind of like it. Nice, vibrant river,
very
textured
nice.
walls. I feel so secure in my fallout
Yay!
shelter. Anyway, it's nice to have this, but it's probably not going to mean much until we can build some stuff. And
okay.
for that, let's go ahead and take our vehicle here and go get some supplies.
Oh,
Uh-oh, it looks like
Oh,
our new
no.
building has created some choke points. Oh well, no problem.
Fuck.
We'll just struggle to go around, hopefully. Easy, easy.
damn.
See, no big deal. We'll be back, Mysterious Cube. We need to head to the big city to buy some stuff. And by that I mean it's time to visit the lovely city of... Ow. And by that I mean the lovely city of Bridgeport. And now it's time to do some shopping. Behold, Conveyor Nation, for all your conveyor belt needs. And I think we're gonna need, well, probably all of this. And now that we've got those, it's onward to this store.
Okay.
Tools and something, which is where we're gonna go to get all of this stuff. Pipes, pipes, and more pipes. And then maybe other stuff, I don't know yet. But pipes we're definitely gonna take.
Pipes!
Oh, and I should mention I'm playing
We're
this in creative
laying out
mode
some
right now.
pipes.
Which
Let's
means
go!
shoplifting is legal. And it also means that we can wander around to stuff like housing and just take what we need as well. And after all, we'll probably
Okay.
want some stuff like this. I guess we're about to find out.
We're
Oh
about
boy,
to
I
find
can't
out.
wait to decorate this thing. What the hell are you doing? Why are you staring like that?
Yeah, what you
sir?
doing there, buddy?
Herbert? Are you okay?
Oh,
Oh, he wants soup or something. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want
Oh,
to
he
do
wants
that. Yeah, you
soup.
just keep waiting there. Why
Yeah,
not?
just
I
keep on
promise
waiting.
nothing
You-
bad will happen to you.
one day you may forget your soup, or one day you will not. Who knows?
Especially not in the next, like, 3 seconds.
Bam!
Well, I guess that took care of that problem. That'll teach
He is the first man in space.
them to ask me for things. Anyway, here we are at the entrance. Okay, let's see. If I want to decorate this stuff, how would I do it? Well, first we need to put a door on this, right? Wait, will this really work? I mean, I guess kinda. There's a little draft underneath,
Oh,
but whatever. It's like a
whatever.
public bathroom stall. That's fine. The point is that it somehow actually works. But we don't
It
want to make it
works,
too
exactly.
easy, so I added a couple extra doors. That way,
Let's
when
go.
you close it, you have no idea which door it's gonna be. It's certainly
Oh,
not that one anymore.
right.
But I guarantee
Oh my god, he's right. I don't know which door it is. This is genius.
Guarantee you it's got to be one of these.
It's one of
Ember
these.
Cradle. You're looking more like a self-storage facility all the time. It's this
Indeed.
one, by the way. This one's second from the end. I wanted to have that Gandalf experience where when he goes into a Hobbit house and has to like duck and cover when he
Hobbits!
goes inside. Anyway, now that problem is
Smart.
solved, we have one other thing we need to do, which is give ourselves roof access.
Oh.
Right now, I have no way to get up there, but luckily,
And
I
how
think
do we
I've got
get
an
it?
elegant solution for that too. Yes, elegant we shall call it. Me and this tin sheet ramp. That would
Yes.
normally look a little something like this. Look how
Yes.
handy that
Yes.
is. So now all I need to do is apply this same principle, except for all the way up there. And this
Oh,
may take me a
let's
second to figure
go.
out. So while I'm doing this, let's do a quick test on the PlayStation version. We're not doing anything super
Yay.
fancy, but as you can see, the PS5 version looks pretty much just like the PC version, which means
Ah.
let's test it when we build a bunch of machines and have it start churning out a bunch of materials. That's usually what makes it start
Out of
lagging.
the anus!
Wait,
Oh.
what's this? High item alert.
What?
High number of items detected. Please reduce
Damn, you need more items in there.
the amount. And my options are clear all raw resources, clear all dirt chunks, or continue. Well, of course we're just gonna continue. You think I'm gonna give up that easily? No way, we're
Exactly,
not
never
deleting
give
any
up,
items,
never
not for
surrender.
anything. Oh, the alert's back. Except this time there's no continue option. Okay, console
Okay.
version, you win this time, but I will find a way to slow you down. Ah, there we go. A ramp for all seasons. Perfect not
see.
just for us to walk up, but for our vehicles as well. Here, let me show you.
Let
so
me
all
show
we have
you.
to do is turn this around like this and head
Yeah.
for the thing like this, and then easy,
Yeah,
easy.
easy,
See, it
easy.
couldn't be more
You can
simple.
do it.
It'll be worth it to deal
We
with all
believe in
these
you.
little back leggy kicks just to have all your supplies with you at the top. After all,
Oh my god, that really looks like a baby just getting up a ramp or something like this.
doesn't this look fun?
It looks very fun.
There and there. Couldn't be more simple. Let's pull out of the back the next thing we're gonna do. Behold, the
Behold.
iron drill. Basically, we take
Yeah.
this thing and we put it down,
Oh.
kind of like this. And then once we give it power, we'll turn
Yes.
this thing on, and dirt
Yes.
will come out of there. Although that's not happening yet
No.
because we haven't plugged it in. See that right
Oh.
there? We have to feed it water, and that's what powers it. I also
Aw.
noticed I can take these things and just tack
So these things are thirsty. Very, very thirsty fucks.
them to the side. And while I sure would love to operate it off the side like this, unfortunately this particular setup won't work because it draws dirt from underneath on that spot right there. And I have done this before where you just take a clump of dirt and shove it underneath, but we can't do that here because we're already up against the dirt boundary. So
Oh.
let's do second best. First, we'll make
Okay.
sure they're on solid ground, just
Yes.
conveniently placed on the very edge like this.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that'll work. Now let's
Yeah,
just add a
it's gonna
couple
work.
more. There, that's more like
Let's
it.
go!
A lot more. So many more. 193
more.
of them to be exact, bordering the entire
Whoa.
top of the cube. Yes,
Whoa.
this is the good stuff. Okay,
That's yeah, this is the good stuff. We're digging for oil. It's for the oil reserves. Oil? That shit is mine!
step one ready to go. Now all we need to do is worry about plugging them in, which if you'll recall, we've got water right in our base.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh.
no, I missed. Let me try that reveal again. Luckily, if you
Yes,
recall, we've
yes,
got water
yes.
in our
Come on.
base. Yeah, see, there it is.
What
So I think that
the-
means if we just drop in through here, we can tap this river and just feed it all the way back up there. So first, let's put down our intake pipe. And you can tell
Pipe.
it's working as intended
It's piping down.
because of this heavenly dripping noise.
dripping
Music to my
noise.
ears.
That
Now we'll
drip.
just connect one of these and
Yeah,
another one like this and then another
yeah.
one. And we'll just connect all of this like this. And now we've got a beautiful pipe system that's going all the way up there.
go!
Boy, howdy, I think we're ready to go.
We're piping, guys. We're piping higher. We're going up, up, up. We're going higher. Piping and higher. We're gonna pipe and higher. Da 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 da.
Oh, basically the water comes up here, and this valve is our on and off switch. And this thing here is designed to keep the pressure high in all of the pipes. It's filled with a bar of, like, magic stuff. It's probably a compressed ghost.
Is that soap? Who dropped the soap? Who dropped the soap?
What do I know? And then we
Yes.
follow all the pipes over to what looks like a giant mess. We love
Oh.
it. Nah, this is just
Oh,
my
boy.
way of getting everything connected.
boy.
This one pipe goes all the way to the end here, where the pipe
Oh,
system
boy.
in the front is connecting to all the drills. Meanwhile, this
Damn.
other one down below, once it reaches the end, does another two-split thing, and so on and so forth. The point is that everything now has water, which means now it's time to
Yay.
turn everything on and see what happens. Fingers crossed. Well, there they go. They're definitely pumping,
piping.
dropping crappy dirt all over the place.
It's
And at least so
piping.
far, the game is handling it like a champ. But don't
We're smashing our huge anvils into the earth. And like, For the oil.
Worry, we're not even close to done. We have to let them run for a bit first, you know, just to test the optimization. And while we wait for this thing to build up, let's try another something in the PlayStation 5 version. Okay, so for this attempt, I think I know what we need to do. If I recall, the game had kind of a hard time with too many sprinklers. So let's go ahead and use these and give it a shot. Okay, I feel pretty good about this. How many are here, you ask?
So many. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece.
2,565. So let's see if this will knock down the frame rate. Fingers crossed. Let's see how this goes. Okay,
Let's see how it goes.
It's going. Oh yeah, now that's more like it. Choppy as hell. Sure. Playable by my standards. Absolutely. That's the spirit. Bask in your accomplishments. Well, I've got some good news. By my estimate, there was only so many optimizations they could do to all this dirt. But hey, my PC's still chugging along, so whatever. It's kind of like I have a moat, you know, just without the water or any sense of usefulness. Okay, but that was just a test.
God.
We have a lot more to build, and with this low of a frame rate, it's gonna take forever. And yeah, I know it feels like sacrilege, but we're gonna clear all the dirt chunks. Don't worry, there's more where that came from.
No, you can't do that. You have worked so hard to get all the dirt there. You digged up all of the dirt. You cannot let it go. You had so much dirt on it.
So basically what we need now is to collect all the dirt before it sails down below, which is no problem. That's what these are for. Our good old friends, the conveyor belts. Yes, I could just go ahead and add it kind of like this. Yeah, and pay no mind to his face. We're excited to give you the grand tour. Oh, but let's start at the beginning. You may notice that we have more valves than we did before. We have this one in the back, which I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember why I ran this one. And this one here is what turns on and off all of the drills. And then we have this one right here that sends water all the way down this pipe and then straight down this hole, leading briefly down into our facility before exiting out again. And then from here, the pipe goes back out and connects to all the things above. And I do mean all of it. And believe me, there's lots of conveyor belts. But let me just turn the whole thing on. That'll be easier. So the journey begins with dirt coming out of these machines, which once they get spit out, they make their way up this vertical conveyor belt, and then all join on one belt going the same direction. I mean, more or less. As you can see, something exciting awaits. As the minerals travel down the belt, it meets up with a bunch of other vertical belts, which go up and up and up. And of course, their travel isn't done there. They do a quick U-turn and then head up even more vertical belts before they get to this straightaway. And that's when these rocks get where we're trying to get them, to this joining point right here. As you can see, we have rocks being pulled from all sides, and each side is diligently pulling their rocks and bringing them back here, where they all get dropped into this chute.
This is perfection in its glorious form.
Yes, that's the magic. What a beautiful kaleidoscope-like pattern it's.
Look, it looks like a star shape. Like it's like a little star. Can you guys see it? It's like a star.
Created for us, and that's pretty much how the whole thing works. And yeah, I'm aware that it's not centered. Just pretend it's like a 3D printer arm, and it's just in the middle of printing something, like our pain. And now that we have all the rocks going into one place, it's time for the next step of our evolution.
It looks like a little bit of one of those small restroom houses on some sort of place where we're just building something. They're construction workers.
Which is when all this dirt falls down here to the level below. But our plan isn't to just let everything shower down like this. It's making a horrible mess and destroying the frame rate a little too early. And it's also destroying the ambiance, and that makes our guy sad. So instead we're gonna build something up here on the upper levels so that we can capture this fountain of dirt early. So I think for starters, we're gonna need to extend.
I love how he's just always ruining every single game that he just touches. It's so amazing how he just does this weird shit. Like, seriously. How does he get those ideas? This is amazing. He's destroying everything in the school.
Out this wall to have a floor. And I think for that, we're going to make good use of our friend the Dirt Wand. So give me a second to give this hole a glow up. Okay. I guess that's about good. I actually did a little bit more while I was up here. This is the machine that's going to catch all of our dirt. Obviously, first the dirt falls in through here, and then swiftly falls into the chute, where four grindy things catch most of everything. And then it pops out of this machine in a way that you can't actually see. And that's because I put a
Damn, he broke it.
wall piece on it, which I can remove and show you the insides. See, there's the little spout where everything pops out. But if we don't keep this thing covered, occasionally we get dirt on the conveyor belt. But that's not good for anyone, so we just put it right back where it was. On the plus side, it looks kind of like a face. See, there's the two eyes.
It even has a face. That's so nice. I mean, don't you love it when you just come to work and your machine is just looking back at you with its dark, terrible eyes, the blackness. It's just staring into your soul.
And there's the mouth vomiting minerals at us, as is the case on all four sides of this thing. Then all of those minerals head down this conveyor belt. And then, at least for the moment, they just go right off the edge. Oh, and look at this, more faces. It kind of looks like two eyes that are doing a whole lot of crying.
Oh yeah, it does look like it's crying right now. Crying! Baby, cry for me!
But we're not going to leave it this way, as interesting as this is turning out to be. Due to the clunky frame rate, a bunch of interesting...
And now it's Iron Mouse Cry for me.
Things are happening. Like, look at the perfect arc on this. Every mineral is like landing around the same place. So it's got this perfect arc right into the river. Okay, so let me explain what we're gonna do with these conveyor belts. As you can see, we have a bunch of things coming out of that dirt. Some gold, some iron, a couple different types of gems. For the moment, just so we can move again, we're gonna clear all the chunks again. Oh, so much better. And now we're gonna sort stuff with these things. Splitter conveyors, hooks onto pipes, moves resources. And as you can see, it can send things straight down the conveyor belt or pull them off to the side. And basically the way it works is you place the minerals you want it to pass to the side on this little tray up here. And if you had nothing, they should all just... why are you pulling some things but not others? There's nothing on the thing to tell you what to do. What are you doing? Making up your own rules? Whatever, let's take this thing and try to fix it by putting some iron ore right there. And now it's like, oh, okay. Now we know to pull only the iron ore. And if we wanted to pull like two different things, we could put both of them up here, and now it would pull both of them. But we want to sort everything individually, so we're going to make each one of these just for one material at a time. And oh my goodness, there it goes.
Bro, I don't know. Every time I see this, I just have a feeling that his CPU is just screaming in terror, and that his RAM is basically just lying there just asking him, why? Why do I have to calculate all of this?
Doing what it's supposed to do, which is always kind of a quiet relief. You never know how it's gonna react when you treat the whole game like crap, but here it's working just great. But per usual, we're not done yet. Okay, there you go. Off they go off that side. Or if you hang to the right, they're also going off that side. And you might be wondering, where are all the minerals going now? He certainly wants to know. Well, down this chute, of course. After all, where else would you expect this stuff to go? And once these things tumble down, they hit another conveyor belt, where I'm using this little attachment that straightens them out, and then they drop into these logic-controlled smelters. At least that's the case for these three things. When it comes to these unpolished gems, well, they find themselves going through a polishing machine just like...
Okay, this is actually too normal. I was expecting a little bit more chaotic, something to just... as usual.
Like this, and then they go through this, a secret technology that we've never seen before. And that's because this is actually a mod. Basically, you have to give it a name, which I'm gonna change to LGIO me, and then I'm gonna set it to send. And now anything that passes through this blue barrier is automatically sent to whatever has this same name, but is set to receive. In this
So it's a teleporter! Oh my god. Has the money and resources for a teleport already.
In this case, it's my wanted poster that I'm showering in gems. Reward of 1 billion. I think I can top that myself. So long as these things keep joining in. I especially love their jaunty little leap when they fly into the pile. But let's get back over here to these smelters, which are doing a bang-up job. We've got one for iron, gold, and glowy thingy. And we have all of this mirrored on the other side, too. And yeah, you would think these pipes are a problem, but nope. Minerals just pass right through them. And my goodness, once the minerals start flowing, they really start flowing. And as you can see, the minerals definitely stay in their lane. But whatever, most of it's going in. And you might be wondering why we're using this big hulking smelting machine instead of something a little more basic. And previously, the way we would melt things down is we would put down a small furnace, and on top of that small furnace, we would put a crucible. Yes, perfect. And what we would have to do is take our big pieces of ore and drop
big chungus piece.
Drop them into the crucible where they melt, and then you would take that hot liquid and
I'm glad this is just this game, cause if you just usually grab it like this, you would just burn your hands.
You would drop it into a casting mold. Kind of like this. And there you go. An amazing gold bar, all for you. Or if we wanted to kick it up a notch, we could put down a smelter. It's kind of all those things in one. Like if we take any of these metals and just drop them in, it's really easy for us to just tip the whole thing over and it just makes a bar. And that's pretty great. The one problem is it's not automated. Even if we could have the ore drop in automatically, we still have to click this thing to make make the bar. And then the
okay,
bar
so
just
it's
sits
not
there
a
till
button.
we're ready, which really just leaves us with one last option.
Technology.
The logic smelter that can be automated. While the metals are sitting in there, bubbly and melted, they
Nope.
required some wiring, which I did. A lot and a lot and a lot of wiring. So basically,
Like, seriously, he does the same kind of wiring that the human body has.
here's
Chaos.
how this works. Each one of these buttons controls one of the smelters. And after we push the button, it sends an electrical signal up
Okay.
the cabling before connecting with the smelter itself, sending a
Okay.
signal, and out comes the bar. So
Oh,
obviously it
nice.
wouldn't be that much more helpful if once this thing started filling up again, it couldn't just automatically send out a new bar. Except
Yeah,
that
that
it
would be
can.
nice,
It just
honestly.
keeps ejecting
That
bars
would be
forever.
nice.
And that's through the magic of some commands we added to the wires.
don't know even
Here,
if
let me
I want
explain
to
how
play
it
this game
works. So
now.
basically right here, this is where the signal's coming from the
Oh.
button. And it travels through this wire where it's got this arrow telling it has to travel this way.
course
Before
it has
hitting
an
this
arrow.
delay that holds the signal for 10 seconds. And then it travels over here, up this wire, and into the machine, where it tries to eject whatever it's got. But meanwhile, because there's a T-junction right here, the signal also travels back
Oh my
this
God.
way, where
I don't know, for some reason, I feel like I'm already getting a little bit of, feels like everyone that's staring at this would just get headaches. Like, seriously, I have so many I have mods and people in my server that are just doing that know how to do professional construction. They would fucking get headaches from this.
follows these arrows and hits another 10-second delay before heading back this way and then back through the whole thing again. And because of the two 10-second delays and the loop, it'll try to eject a bar every 20 seconds, which is great. That means I don't actually have to push the button again if I don't want to. And to activate all the smelters, I just have to push all the buttons at least once. And once I've
Let's
done
go.
that, they should all be working. Because
Yes.
somewhere in this mess, they all have these delays and commands and stuff. Oh my goodness,
Oh.
look at the size of that gold bar.
That's a
That's
chunky
the
bar.
process working. And as far as I know, there's a lot more you can do with these kinds of delays and logic cables and stuff. But what do I look like, a real civil engineer? I'm more like a wrecking ball.
You-
We should be
you
happy
don't
we
look
have
like an
any.
engineer. You look like someone that does amazing content, which is basically chaos.
Thing. But if the whole goal of this is to test their optimization, I would love to tell you that once this machine really gets working, that it maintains an awesome and great
Shit,
frame
I'm a
rate.
little
But
bit
I don't know. I don't know if
sleepy.
that's
Still a
true.
little
I am
bit
very
sleepy.
pleased though
Oh! You made actual use of
that
that.
everything is functioning as intended. Minerals
Okay.
come cascading down in plentiful abundance
Nice.
before coming out and being ejected and happily heading over
His frame rate is dying so hard. Even the video is fucking buffering right now. it's hard to follow all this if it's just buffering so hard.
to the teleporter, where they go on to a new life. Actually, in hindsight, if all of these things are basically using the same commands, I guess I
Yes.
probably could have just wired all these things to one button and one set of
Oh.
commands. Huh. Ah, well, whatever. I'm not taking it back now.
Yeah, why should we make something that is basically just very smart? We need to have it more sadistic. So much that we just can torture everyone who's watching this.
Not after all the threading of this stuff I did.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about where these other
Let's not
teleporters
fix
are
what's
going.
not
On the right
broken.
side over here, we have them all set to go to Boat
Boat
Me.
Me.
The boat being this right here, which is the boat that takes you to the DLC. Although in my case, I set up the teleporters right in front of the entrance. I figured I probably can't sink the boat with all this stuff, but I can certainly prevent people from getting in there. The sign
Yeah,
does
no one-
say no shovels and
no
no
one's leaving.
vehicles, but they didn't say
No one's
anything
leaving
about
anymore.
blocking the door with mystery wealth. And meanwhile, over here on the left side, we have them all set to go to King Me, which I'm sure is pretty self-explanatory. After all, I don't want the king to think
Okay.
I'm ungrateful for all his help.
Oh. You are like Rachel with a little shit. He gives you so much raw and everything. Be thankful.
Yeah, bask in all your prizes, slowly compacting all those minerals closer and closer together until they just can't take it anymore. The king completely unaware of what a ticking time bomb this probably is. Oh, and do you remember how up here I had this one random pipe system? I think I finally know what to use it for.
Oh.
First, let's add some conveyor belts to it, and now
Yes,
let's
of
go
course.
ahead and add our teleporter thing. And for the destination, let's set that to PS5. Time to send
PS5.
my console counterpart a little present.
Oh, let's go. Huh? Oh. Oh. That's a nuke. Oh.
I'm sure he appreciated that. I want to thank
Oh yeah,
Clash
you definitely appreciated that one. So PS5 had it coming. Damn, that was good. That was good. That was the perfect ending to all of this crazy. Damn. Wow. Wow. Man, damn. Yeah, hope you like this one. Take care of yourself and bye-bye.